Good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. I'm your host, Keith Parris. I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Good morning, Debo. Good morning, Jermaine. No, Clark is listening. Everybody out there. Is that Wimpy?
That's Wimpy. I got
Why
him ready.
Wimpy? Why are we even talking about Wimpy today? What is Wimpy? What?
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Free burgers.
Is it up? I can't see the crawl. Is it up on our crawl on YouTube and Facebook? I can't see it. Burgers. Free burgers. I know with everything going on in the world, and it was interesting. They were interviewing Brewers fans when they were leaving the game. We were monitoring it. I was doing some business yesterday, monitored it. Me and my godson, we monitoring it, and burgers. And we did a good job yesterday. Let me compliment the crew.
It was hard.
We didn't jinx it.
It was hard.
We didn't jinx it. We wanted to.
Yeah, it was hard.
Oh, we were close to the jinx. Oh man, but burgers. This has not happened since 1987.
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Now, if they're smart, because I think at noon they announced the actual day.
Right. Yeah.
So hopefully it'll be on Tuesday. But wow, burgers.
Keith, did you see the dude that called 911?
I heard they told me about it. I was crying.
He called 911 for.
He went to George Webb last night before the game ended, mind you, and requested his burger. They wouldn't give it to him, so he called the police. He dialed 911 and said they wouldn't give him his burger.
He called 991.
Yeah.
We got burgers. We got a little burger to do. Free burgers days will be announced tomorrow, baby.
My goddaughter heard some story. She said, "Yeah, they called 991."
991.
Yeah, he called about his burger. He wanted his burger.
They have been doing, and it's like a no-hitter. There's a superstition in baseball that if a pitcher is working on a no-hitter,
Don't talk to
you
him.
don't talk and don't talk to him, and you don't talk about it.
Yep.
Right? And so when we got to, well, it's about they started scoring
runs
like in the fifth inning.
Breaking news, man.
And then when we got to
third.
Okay.
Yeah, third.
So we got to the ninth inning. Eighth inning.
Yeah.
They were threatening to score.
Yeah.
And but isn't it ironic that they won 12-5?
12-5, yeah.
12 straight.
12 straight.
It lined up.
But but this is the crazy thing about it, man. I think that this is the Brewers' third winning streak like that.
They got close a couple of years.
No, I'm talking about this year.
Oh yeah, this is at least the second one.
I think it's the second or third.
So the pitcher said that he felt the pressure. He did not want to be the one to cause us to not get those burgers. So he said he had more pressure about making sure everybody got the free burgers than
winning the
game itself. Yeah.
You because it was he didn't get the win.
No, he didn't get the win.
What was it, Woodruff?
I think Woodruff got
it. He didn't get the he didn't get the win.
No, who was that got the
he started.
I think he got a split decision.
No, they gave it to one of the relievers.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So he didn't get the win, but that's okay. He's right though. I don't want to be the pitcher.
Yeah.
Because we don't know who was pitching in Seattle.
Oh my God.
Because that's when we. But here's what's the statistic. Baseball is statistic driven, right? The Brewers have swept 4 straight series.
Yeah.
That's how we got to 12, right?
Yeah.
4 straight series. So who knows? They could be the team of destiny. Don't want to. So 414-444-5250. 41. Now I'm going to say, who's going to get their free burger?
Listen here, man. I could be
414-444-5250. Now somebody can call. It don't. You know what? Someone said that was kind of a silver lining, based on an incredibly tough and horrible weekend that people had. And they sold out yesterday afternoon. That's an afternoon game. They sold out. When I take my godson home, he lives downtown. We go around to get on 94. nobody had left the stadium. The game had just finished right when we pulled on 175. The game had just finished, and nobody left. So that was cool because then we beat the traffic. But yeah, man, burgers.
Yeah.
You have when you have, and I'm just kind of all over the place. When you have acts of God, a lot of times it's really, they said rain falls on the just and unjust alike.
Yeah.
And it is just where you were. I was just telling Jermaine, I didn't realize how close Lincoln Creek was to Mount Sinai Church.
Yeah.
And just the overflow. And then you saw all the houses on 60th Street on the east side of the street where they had already put stuff out because they must have had it because it just flooded. I mean, it was that amount of rain, 14 inches of rain in one day. And you find out, if this is a silver lining, no one lost their life.
Right.
And so, yeah, I mean, you can replace material things, but you can't replace a life. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's what it sounds like. Hey.
We straight now?
Doo-doo.
Hello?
Doo-doo.
Yes.
Yeah, we straight now? How you doing, man?
Yeah. Oh, I'm okay, man. I think that what you have is I think you got the spirit of euchre going this
Yeah.
there's some strange thing about the way they keep this bottom of the ninth, and they keep winning games, the last hit, walk off home runs, and the errors other teams are making, and you kind of go like, I think it is of destiny, but like I said, and you watch baseball and you be excited through August and have them collapse in September and October. So, because I've seen that before.
And their best player's not playing. Jackson Cheryl's not, so they figure out a way. My concern is the lack of power, real power.
Home run power.
Yeah, that's, you got some folks there, but in the playoffs and the World Series, it's going to be really pitching and defense.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, you don't want to. What is it? Just keep your powder dry because you still got 2 more months of baseball to play.
Yeah, and also the one thing that's about baseball is interesting. You can win nickel and diamond, but like you said, you got to have at least somebody who can hit a few home runs off and on.
Wasn't that Billy Martin with the small ball?
Yes. Yeah. He had the small ball was that with Oakland?
Yeah.
Yep. And then who was my guy? He coached. He managed the Cardinals. Whitey Herzog. I'm trying to remember who it was. Where they kind of did the same kind of small ball. They didn't have a lot of power, so what they did was, you manufacture runs.
Yeah. Because if you can get the hits, if you can get men on base and get the hits to bring them in, then you can win by playing small ball. But the only problem is in the playoffs is when you need those hitters, man. When you need
some timely hits.
Yeah, because getting on base is great, but when you going up against top-notch pitches, you're gonna have to bring those runners in. That's the difference between
this year's team and last year's team. Last year's team left a lot of players stranded on base. They score, man. Their RBIs, they gotta be in the top 5 in RBIs.
They are.
Yeah,
they are. And they also just don't have. I don't know, but I think first off, they're making money when you sell out that many games. That means you have extra cash, so you can go get somebody who might be available. But their pitching is phenomenal to me because that's what usually drives them crazy. They bring a reliever in, they got the lead, and he gives up the lead, and so I'm hopeful that this pitching level stays through October, September, October.
Right. And here's the other thing: they've done very well. They've done very well against ace pitchers. They beat Skeen twice. They beat Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, they handled LA, but like I said, they handled them now. But all of these other teams, we'll see how they do in the clutch, because I don't know if you're gonna run through LA through a series, but we see how it works when you get to the money games.
Here's the fact, which I did not know. The Brewers are second in Major League Baseball in batting average.
Okay.
Behind Toronto.
Wow.
Let's see where they are in RBIs. Let's see.
And I'll tell you that I think I'd give it all the credit to Pat Murphy, because
number 6 in
the previous coach that's now in Chicago, he would not have played those rookies.
Exactly.
He would not have had that team playing the way it's playing, because Counsell was stuck in the old way baseball is. You got to earn your spot. And I give Murphy credit. He's played people that barely got to the team, and they've delivered. And so he's put a whole new trust in his team in terms of who he thinks can deliver. And then when they didn't deliver, you remember early in the season when they had them they had all them errors and he benched some people. He wasn't afraid to do that. And so I think I'm giving Murphy the credit for doing coaching not normal, but he's found some innovative ways to coach this.
And that Vaughn trade is looking
big.
like the best trade in baseball in terms of his productivity. He did nothing. Where was he with the White Sox?
White Sox.
He did nothing, but he's just fit in. And again, Jackson Cheerio, he's not even playing right now.
But not only that.
And then wait a minute. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
And I was listening to, because I listen to, I'm old school, so I'll listen to a Brewers game, Packers game, Bucks game in the car on radio.
620.
And 620. So they pointed out, the guy said, I don't want this to be disrespectful. Yeah. He said, but we have not mentioned Willie Adames.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really miss him. He said, I don't know how do you say that, because Willie Adames is just a great player, right? He said, but so that just shows you, but that's how baseball is, man. You can get where the Brewers can be really successful. Some of these guys will be real good. Yeah. But Jermaine was just talking about, can you afford to keep them? Yeah. And, that's what happens with a small market team like the Brewers. It's hard to keep talent because you just can't afford the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Dodgers, the Astros. They can get those players.
If they go ahead and get this they get a World Series,
that changes
everybody, because now you're going to have to pay even more, and now you can lose players. But I think they have good development of young players.
You also generating revenue.
Yeah.
It's like when the Bucks won that championship, it was about close to $500 million or something like that they were able to generate. Yeah. It helps to be a champion. If you look at the value of OKC, did they win the championship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at the value, I'm sorry. Let me shout out the good folks at the New Pitch Mortuary, Mr. Nate Luckett and Deacon Michael Jones. Shout out, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What they gonna do when I ain't here?
Man. They gonna wait on that good morning. They gonna pull right upside and wait.
Why they park?
Yeah, like, come on, give it to me.
They'll have you on remote.
Yeah, or we can do a rejoinder. We see it, and then just hit it.
Fire it off.
Yeah, just fire it off. But yeah, they hit that corner at 3.5 miles an hour. I can tell when Brother Nate is doing it as opposed to somebody else. Because anybody else, they hit that corner at regular speed.
They bend in that corner.
Yeah, but he just be like, just move up on that corner. Thank you, Jermaine, for the eyesight.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that.
Hey.
You know what I have not seen is Batesville caskets.
Why would you want to see caskets?
Oh, because we used to see Batesville caskets regularly out here. So I used to shout out Batesville.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
From the great municipality of Batesville, Mississippi.
Wow.
All right, T.
Hey, y'all have a good one.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
But yeah, man,
That
speaking-
brisket look good,
it
but I'm not a
do.
brisket guy. I'm a corned beef guy.
that joint did look.
Did it look
scrunchy.
good, man?
It looked real succulent on the TV.
All right, 414-444-5250 is that's the brisket sandwich.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Brisket is just a little too dry for me.
Well, it depends on who cooks it. Because I had some brisket that was nice and moist. I mean,
Because even how you do corned beef,
yeah,
and a lot of people don't know you don't have to add any seasoning to the corned beef.
because it's going.
It's already
It's
solid.
already seasoned, so it's going. Yeah. Well, speaking of corned
man,
beef,
I really want a good corned beef sandwich now.
Speaking of corned beef, though, we got Superman over here in the corner.
Is that Clark? Is that Clark Kent?
Chef Boar Clark.
Clark popped in here and said, "Burgers, burgers."
Hey, he said,
Gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
And by the
I
way,
gladly pay.
because somebody else gonna call 991. Is hamburgers, y'all, not cheeseburgers.
Right.
It's
"Baby,
hamburgers.
give me my cheese."
No, you gonna pay extra if you want cheese. You're gonna have to pay something. So they just giving out hamburgers, man.
Wow.
They just giving out hamburgers.
Now, how many of it is it? Like 5 of them? Is it, or is it one per? Because I think it used to be like 5. Or
It's
something.
one. It's gonna be one per. It's gonna be one per.
But then it used to be something like that.
No, they had that bag that remember the bag that you get, what was it, 5 cheeseburgers, 7 cheeseburgers? Yeah.
So what, they just giving away meat, huh?
Yeah, but look at all the advertising they're getting from this.
Yeah.
I mean, you even if the national outlets pick it up, and I don't know if they and I don't know if they just do this in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they just do it here.
Well, not for George West for the burgers, but the fourth quarter.
No, that's everywhere.
Is that everywhere with
Yeah.
Wingstop?
Chicken, yeah.
That
How
the
little
fourth
birds
quarter,
dancing.
if the opposing team misses 2 free throws,
free wings,
everybody gets free wings.
free wings.
And you be watching people with the sign
Yeah.
and the noise. The kid from, was it Detroit?
Okay.
No, he was another kid who missed 2 free throws and they got wings.
I know one thing. Listen, I love the Bucks and I love Giannis, but I be praying for Giannis to go to the free throw line in the fourth quarter.
I thought it was the opposing team. It's not the home team.
No, I'm saying, so if the Bucks is playing on the road,
right,
and they at the free throw line,
no, man, he should be getting no free wings from people in
man,
Detroit.
Listen, I want
man.
wings. I want the wings.
You're not gonna get the wings.
Well,
people in Detroit will.
I want them to get it there.
I don't want the people in Detroit to get the wings.
Because I love me some Wingstop. Lemon pepper dry rub. Louisiana dry rub.
Yeah, Wingstop's is pretty good. Yeah. My nephews worked there. And one day I was in between where I was. So I said, hey, let me stop and get something to eat. I'm on Port Washington. And there's like this Euro place right there next door to the Wingstop.
Yeah.
So I'm standing in line, and all of a sudden I hear Uncle Keith. And it's my nephew Joseph. He said, "Don't you want to get more for your money?" So I paid like $5 and walked out with almost a shopping bag full of wings.
Man. Yeah, Doc. I love me some Wingstop. Man.
Wingstops is been pretty good.
Now it's this chicken joint off of East Capitol, man. I forgot the name of it. So what is it called? Wings?
That's Wing Ding.
Is it Wings and Things, or so what's the name of that joint? B on East Capitol. No, not touch. This cat right here. This is all he talk about is touchdown.
Touchdown. Where's touchdown?
35th Burla.
This all this cat talk about. But he did bring some wings
they just
back.
opened.
He did bring some wings back. Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, he did bring some wings.
They went into
back.
that old KFC.
Yeah, the old KFC. Yeah. Now he did bring some wings back that was real succulent. And
I wonder, are we oversaturating though? I mean, all the places, man, that does wings.
America Best Wings got some wings.
Are they good?
Oh my God.
You know, the sign of a real good chicken wing is how much do they shrink?
Oh yeah.
Next day.
Yeah.
You know, real good chicken wing.
Yeah.
There used to be a place down I think Yeah, there used to be a place called the PBR down in the Blatz development downtown, and yeah, it was the Blue Ribbon Bar, and those wings, their whole thing was those wings would be just as fat the next day.
And that's how they supposed to be.
Yeah, but you have some wings, man, JJ, that those things decompress.
That's dolphin.
Yeah, man, look like hummingbird wings. Caller, welcome to the program.
Eating Woody Wood.
Good morning.
Good morning, Keith. Good morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Good. What's happening?
Good morning.
Ain't nothing to have. Looking, I want to talk about my Brewers out there.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what?
My Brewers.
They're your Brewers now?
They've been my Brewers. They've been my Brewers. I've been telling people about my Brewers all the time, about my Brewers out there.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, I bought into that franchise a long time ago.
Okay.
I got money in that franchise out there.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So,
you get your burger?
Huh?
You getting your burger?
Man, I went out there to get my burger. That lady told embarrassed me about my burger. I didn't want to get on it because I didn't want her to know I was a real Brewer fan. I thought it with the fighting up in there, but I didn't want to fight.
So you was the one that called 911.
No, they could have called. Hey, look here.
All right. This is why I love all African people all over the world. Did nobody tell nobody to go get the wings?
Right.
And they showed up. They showed up. No announcement. All they heard was the Brewers won.
Right. Don't even watch baseball.
Right. And they just. Oh man, come on, man! There's some rules out there, y'all.
I went out there. The lady was talking to me, but she was talking that all that Puerto Rican talk. But I could understand the language because I don't talk Puerto Rican. I don't talk English at all myself.
Well, I bet you understand Puerto Rican enough. You wasn't getting no burger. I bet you got enough of that Spanish. No hablo burger. No burger. No.
You should told me I wasn't gonna get no burger. That really amazing, man.
Oh man! So how soon after? Wait a minute. Let me do some reporting here. How soon after the game did you go to George Webb's?
Man, I went to Joe. It was after the game.
Now, okay, when? Like an hour, 2 hours?
The game was over with. When I went out, the game was over with. I made sure the game was over with. I went downtown. I was downtown.
Okay.
I walked about 3 blocks.
Okay.
And you know them people that got them chairs sitting all in the street on King Drive?
Yeah.
I was getting mad right there then. I parked right there and I had to walk all the way down into George Wells.
No, you was mad.
And when I got back there, I went up in that bar there on the corner and I had to do how much is a cheeseburger because he told me $15. I said, man, forget that.
Real talk. I don't know, and I know we are paying attention. The price of a burger has changed, man.
Man.
If you go into like a restaurant, like a sit-down restaurant, at a minimum is $16.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That man.
You know, I'm gonna tell you real. That's a little too much, you know. Especially a man like me in the ghetto. That's a little too much for me.
Did nobody tell you to go down there and get that burger? And there you go. You almost caught a case.
Man, and you would have
been so wrong on catching that case. You know, we wouldn't be able to print up T-shirts for you because it was just like we print them up. He had no business. He had no business going to George Webb. That game was over about 3:30. So you was at George Webb's probably sound like about
3:33.
4.
Yeah, the game was over with. I was down up in there. I went down there, special down there. I told my girl, I said, I'm going to check these burgers out right away. I'll call us. And
what did she say?
They had to have a voucher. They had to have a voucher or something to get a burger.
Who said that?
Down there at George Well, I'm telling you now, you ain't going to go down there and just walk up in there. You're going to have a voucher, some kind of voucher or something that I can't pronounce, you know.
Announcement.
Yeah, the announcement's at noon today.
But no, still, they're saying you got to have a voucher.
So they was probably just telling you anything just to end the conversation, just to get you out of cops. Yeah.
Well, I told my girl.
They tried to avoid police interaction.
I told my girl to call down there today and see how much they charge
at noon today. at noon
Yeah.
today. Check out your phone at noon today. We will know what day they're going to actually give out the burgers. Appreciate you, man. I got to go to a break.
Okay,
How
take
you
care
doing out
now.
there? Oh, I love African people, man.
Boy, I tell you, we gonna figure it out.
We
though.
go well, not yet. You're listening to Community Voice. Again, the phone line's open. You're gonna get your burgers. Caller, I see you. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
inside Community Voice on WNOV 860 AM and 106.5 FM with your host, Keith Parris.
All right, welcome back to Community Voice, and we'll wait to see. We got a caller. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Keith.
How are you?
Hey, very good, very good. Hey, if I may just jump in on the Brewer situation, I think it's interesting that we look back in time, and I kind of follow the numbers, so I'm kind of a numbers guy. But we look back in time, and when it was time to pay for the stadium this last round, I'm trying to remember, did Washington County pay anything, or did Waukesha County pay anything, or what's that other, Ozaukee County, did they pay? I don't think they paid it. And Racine County, I don't think they paid anything. I think it was just Milwaukee County people that paid for the upkeep of the Brewer Stadium. So I'm just wondering, when the tickets become available, I'm wondering if Milwaukee will have maybe first dibs at the single tickets and so forth. That'd be kind of appropriate, don't you think?
Yeah, but it is. I don't. I'm sure that there are many baseball fans in Milwaukee. But the Brewers, I remember I got lost and I ended up in Fond du Lac, and to see the number of people walking around with Brewers jerseys on. So the Brewers, they have a pretty good reach. They're not the Packers.
No, you're right.
The Packers are statewide, right? But that's a good question in terms of, who, I don't know if they kept that taxing district. I'll have to do a little research on that in terms of who paid. But a lot of people drive in, obviously, to see the Brewers play. All you have to do is see after a game, the traffic and where it's going.
Absolutely. But my tongue is in my cheek. I'm trying to make the point that when it was time to ante up to pay for the Brewers, to keep the Brewers here, once again, all these outside counties had their hands in their pockets.
Yeah.
Couldn't find their wallet. Damn it. Excuse me.
No, but you know what? And that was kind of where I was going to go with this. What do you think the impact of a winning team, regardless of the sport, has on a community? And I'm going to go beyond the city of Milwaukee, obviously the county of Milwaukee, but just those people. Do you think it has impact?
Well, it could if we had some leadership in this city, because, Keith, if you look around that stadium, there is absolutely no reason that we have not developed, a Deer district or a Packer district or anything like that around that stadium, except for indifference. That is all that's going on. That is the extent of our leadership in this city. And
but there is down in that canal area, there is development, right? Doesn't it go from American Family Field down to Potawatomi? Isn't there development going on in between those spaces?
No, not absolutely not.
Okay.
No, it's the largest parking lot in Major League Baseball, and they have more room than they know what to do with, and yet they have not utilized it. I'm not sure why. It's
the largest parking lot. Okay. Yeah, because I don't even know if there's a parking lot in Yankee Stadium.
There you go.
What they built next door on the old Yankee Stadium lot is like we have here, that little healthier baseball field.
Right.
They kind of build but I don't know where you park, because when we went, we took the train, we took the subway.
Yep.
That's an interesting little factoid. I did not know we had the largest parking lot.
If you take that freeway through the stadium area, through the stadium parking lot, and you look to the east, all of that area could be developed into restaurants and a hotel and apartments, and it could be just a gorgeous adjacency to the stadium.
Do we have the economic wherewithal to be able to support that? I guess that would be the question, in terms of, you're already seeing that, because they're dealing with some real estate issues down in the third ward now, where, people are not necessarily buying those condos. So I'm just wondering, what that expansion should look like if you were going to expand? Because I do know that was part of a discussion. I did go down for a WIDA meeting down in that canal area, talking about some of the projected development down there. That's interesting. Here's the other thing, though, and I have an environmental concern about we part of why we dealt with the level of flooding we dealt with is what we have concrete over, right? That water really has no place to go. That's just so I don't know. I mean, it's not like green space. I also think that's the Hank Aaron Trail. Isn't that kind of runs down?
Well, absolutely. That should all be incorporated into a vision. And unfortunately, I'm going to harp on this, but we do not have any vision. We do not have a comprehensive plan. We do not even have a transportation plan at the city of Milwaukee. It is devoid of ideas, devoid of vision. And we have an entire city that could be developed. But we just pick and choose who's going to be the winner.
Oh yeah. All right, man. You gonna get your free burger? After all of that, you go get your burger.
No, but I love the idea. It's a beautiful time to be a Milwaukeean, I'm going to push back a little bit. I'll tell you, Keith, if the Brewers would win the World Series, it would be like 2 Super Bowls in this state.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Real talk.
I don't think we appreciate what would happen. This city would go crazy.
The economic impact. We saw it with the Bucks. You know, just the economic and we were fortunate because it was not in 20, it was in 21. So we're coming off of COVID and we had, we lost the Democratic National Convention because of COVID, which was going to infuse a whole lot of money into the economy. And I guess I don't know, even when I'm thinking about, because I understand that the some of the leftover money, about $5 million left over from the Republican National Committee or convention, was donated.
Yes.
To various entities. Because people, it seems like an abstract when they say what the economic impact of an event is. Because it's not like every resident of Milwaukee gets money put in their pocket. But if you're able to go in and generate that, obviously the tax income, so governmental agencies love it. But what people are doing in terms of employment, the money that's being made, I think it does. One of the interesting.
Go on and put it in there.
I'm up to $12.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you remember the Philadelphia Flyers, the Broad Street Bullies?
Sure.
Yeah, and okay. And this is why I say about how winning teams, regardless of the sport, can bring together a city.
Yes.
So they're doing the victory parades. Now, I think they were good 73, 74, 75, around in that era, right? And this is Philadelphia. This is not Milwaukee. This is not Minnesota. This is not Chicago. And the reason why I say this, the number of black people I saw out there with hockey sweaters on at the victory parade. It was amazing. And I don't know if these dudes knew, let's not be stereotypical, like, black folks in Milwaukee back in the day are very unique because we used to ice skate. Ice skating was big in the black community. It was big, right?
They used to skate on the river.
Yeah, or now what is now Rose Park, Garfield Park. So when you tell people, yeah, we skated, they look like, what? So, but no, when I saw those dudes, and it was a big number of people out there at that victory parade. Because
Keith, if I just jump in, what you're talking about is capturing that economic potential of something like this, to be ready when this happens, to be prepared. That's what an MBA type of mind does. And just thinking around the corner, what's coming, be prepared. And we should be able to capture all that economic activity. And I don't know that anybody down at City Hall is even thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is that even if you live in the wild, Waukesha, Ozaki, or Washington County, if you come to the Bucks game, Bucks game, or if you come to a Brewers game, we getting that tax revenue from the ticket. So,
okay.
Their
hands are still in their pockets when it's time to pay for the stadium.
A whole lot of Illinois money when the Cubs come. I don't know why we sell our tickets to Cubs fans. I don't know, but I guess you got to do what you got to do. But hey, unlike the White Sox fans, Cubs fans spend a lot of money here. All the White Sox fans used to do is come up here, get drunk, and fight. So they wasn't really contributing much.
Well, we're in good shape because the Cubs fans are drinking twice as much as they used to. So
yeah, man, what
the way they're playing?
No, well, they won last night.
Oh man,
yeah, they won last night. So
okay,
all right, man, appreciate you.
Okay, have a great day.
Yep. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, what's up?
Let me drop the speaker. Hey, the dude that called in was talking about a voucher. That's exactly what they're doing. They're going to give out 170,000 vouchers. Today, they're going to just announce what day you could use the voucher.
Okay.
He was right with what he said.
Okay. All right. But he was wrong for going down and trying to get it.
Well, he didn't. I guess they had somebody in Brookfield. They was going to whoop somebody for a hamburger. So.
You know how you catch the end of something? And instead of getting the full story before you go with it, you take that little bit that you run with. And yes, it did say that if the Brewers won 12 straight games, that George Webb would give away free hamburgers. But it didn't say when.
Yeah. It might be in 2096.
Right. Because I was having that same impression too. Like, oh yeah, man. So, people, because could you imagine had it been, first of all, George Webb they haven't even scaled up the food yet to be able to do it, even if they wanted to do it yesterday, right? Because the first time they got close, the guy from George Webb said that they had put in an order. I don't know how many, I think it was thousands of pounds of burgers. So he said they put the order in. And I know part of him is probably, in semi-pro. Yeah. When what was the giveaway he had? Everybody would get free something. Jackie Moon, and he didn't have it. so he's trying to make sure they scored like 100 points or something like that. They had a giveaway. So yeah, all right, man. I appreciate it. Well, that, and that'll help them control.
Yes, because I remember the last time they had it. I remember exactly where I was. I was working by the George Webb on 92nd and Capitol.
Okay.
And it was a mess up there.
I went to the one in Tulsa on State Street.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I went and got my burger. Yeah. Speaking of which, man, and I'm gonna wait, man, but George Webb, that burger is pretty good. Especially, the thing I liked about it was the brown mustard.
Yes, that's what I told him yesterday, but it's dry as all get out now. When you was a kid, they used to fool you. And maybe it's just what they use now.
Right.
I wouldn't stand it.
Taste buds change too.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're right, man. I and then they introduced the Big George. I don't know. Everybody want, and let me, instead of saying the Big Mac is actually the Big Boy. That's the progenitor of these double-decker hamburgers.
Yeah. But actually, I was looking at Food That Build America. I think Burger Chef or Burger King actually, no, the Whopper was the one patty big.
One patty, yep.
McDonald's, believe it or not, was not the originator of the double.
No, it was Big Boy.
Oh, okay. Okay, I know it wasn't McDonald's.
And Big Boys never trademarked the burger. So all McDonald's did was go in and do basically the same thing, change the color of the special sauce, and then had it trademarked.
Well, that's business by you. This has got to be smart.
Oh man, when you talk about Ray Koch, this dude was.
Yeah, he was cold. No jukeboxes, cigarette machine, none of that.
That dude figured out some stuff. Because I don't know if McDonald's, his second wife was that Joan. He had met when he was in Minneapolis. There was a friend, her and her husband, her then husband, had a franchise, and they had come up with a way of storing, because before McDonald's were doing the shakes with real ice cream. And they came up with this formula where now you don't have to deal with refrigeration. They had this stuff. So actually, I don't know if it's milk. McDonald's had to go and do some truth in advertising in terms of what they were kind of giving people the impression that it was like a shake with ice cream, because it wasn't.
There was no ice cream. It was just go through a refrigeration when you needed it, or something like that.
And then he ended up marrying her. That was Joan Kroc. Yep. Okay. My buddy worked for the McDonald's Corporation. He used to say to Ray Kroc in Chicago, would be in their corporate office, and he would just be looking at the McDonald's up the street from their corporate office. That's how hands-on he was. And in a lot of ways, McDonald's was they're the model when it comes to that type of efficiency. Everyone now who does like fast food restaurants are kind of built like McDonald's, in terms of what they're doing, the whole grill thing, how quickly they get it out. Currently, I am not going to McDonald's. I have not been to McDonald's. I slipped one time because my goddaughter wanted something quick. But two entities I have not gone to is Target and McDonald's.
I quit eating McDonald's years ago.
Yeah. But there's some though, man, every now and then that Big Mac, they be calling my name.
That sauce, I think, and the fish, that tartar sauce.
Oh man, the fish. And do you know at one point McDonald's had discontinued the fish fillet?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they had discontinued the fish fillet, and then they brought it back because it's just.
And McDonald's used to give you an egg yellow bun only with the fish fillet.
Yeah, and here's a great thing: you have to eat a fish fillet hot.
Yeah, it was awful. Yeah,
man. After that, man, but I don't know, and I like their fish. I like their fish sandwich. I be
wanting one, but I bet you ain't one in 20 years.
You know that I was surprised at how tasty. I had a fish sandwich from Arby's, and actually it was pretty tasty.
My brother said that I didn't like that fish.
Really? Okay. It was
I did not like it. He said that he liked it, but I didn't. Well, it just smells so fishy, like you're eating a salmon or something.
My wife, she has seafood allergies. She doesn't like fish. And she said, it smells fishy. Well, that's what fish is supposed to smell like. Fish.
Some of them just work.
Oh, perch. Perch.
And I can eat perch, but that fish, and then I look at, they say minced fish, that kind of turn you off.
Yeah.
Because when it's minced fish, it's guppies and goldfish and whatever, it's fish.
Yeah, we used to have something at Mount St. Mary's called, because we were so close to the Chesapeake Bay, that we had something called a surf cake. And we used to call that fish and bits. Because we didn't know what part of the fish they put in that surf cake. They just grounded it up.
Yep, and yeah, that's why I don't like chicken patties.
Oh, yeah. And let me say this, y'all. Boneless wings are not wings.
That's meat or either processed and patted out.
Or chicken thighs. It is not. Yeah. It is not.
That's actually bleached. They bleach that stuff to turn it white.
Really?
Yes. You look at look at some of that chicken, man. I wouldn't eat, man. I remember when we in school, when they had chicken patties, people wouldn't even eat them when I was in school.
See, chicken patty didn't come out until after I'd left MPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the chicken patty.
But I remember when people you would get that away to somebody who ate them. Very few people ate a chicken, man. We ain't know nothing about no chicken.
Did y'all eat tacos?
With no bone in it.
Did y'all do tacos?
Yeah. Oh, them was good because they put them in that oven and let them get soggy.
Okay. See, we didn't have tacos either. But everything else, pizza, spaghetti.
Oh, yeah. Was fair game.
Yeah, I can't mention because Michelle will lose her mind, but there is the very, 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 very special lunch that we had at NPS. I can't say it, but a very, very, very special double lunch day. That was definitely double lunch.
So you went to Parkman for a little while.
I went to Parkman for 3 years. It was more than a little while.
You remember the little mean lady with the mustache, the little kind of chubby lunch lady? Always had a spoon in her hand, looked like she'll whack you with the spoon.
No, okay.
Now, she had you will remember her. She had a real mustache.
I was so interested in getting that food on my plate. Because like, man, 12, 13, 14, I like to eat. Man, I like to eat. There was just, I love to eat. So, and MPS just had great lunches. It struggled in some other areas, but not around lunch. And and then you hate to say you feel bad for the kids because then they get in the era where they start doing more nutritional lunches. And so all this.
Me and my brother talked about, we did have some good stuff at MBS.
Oh, man. I guess, one of the features at Alcatraz was that they had great food.
I think with MPS.
No, it's true. It's true. If you ever go out there, I know Trump says he wants to reopen it. there are all kind of reasons why they're not going to be able to build a prison there. But yeah, they said because they figured that it was good for prison control. They had great food at Alcatraz. Really did. You couldn't talk while you eat. You were in your cell for 23 hours. But yeah, they had great meals. They had great.
I mean, that makes sense. That was a psychological type thing.
Oh yeah. So I don't know, but MPS was Milwaukee. We don't talk about it as much. Milwaukee's socialism. It was when we could afford that socialism. You saw things that were really because used to have where Parkman was a school where they prepared the food for part of their region. So they did the food for, I think, what was right up the way? We're certainly across the street of Keith Avenue. And then what's my spot? Ben Franklin. And it might have been La Follette too. You went to Franklin?
Yes.
I didn't know
but the two best restaurants around there was the Malt Shop and Grant's Golden Skillet.
Oh, the Skillet. The Skillet had a burger that was When the Skillet first opened, the ninth graders at Park would just go up there and hang around. I go in there to eat. Of course, I was the dude that went to Ace Trades to get my shoes shined. I didn't know that there are other things going on. You got a shoe shine spot and nobody getting their shoes shined, but there's people coming up in here.
Shine parlors were a lot of time when I grew up, they were gambling houses.
Exactly. That you go in the back. Right?
Yeah, that had the polish on the windows and the circles.
Yep.
And all of them were gambling houses. I knew that. I ain't gonna tell you how I know, but so you could tell who won if they came out and saw the person car you were sitting in. They would give you $1, and when you went home with $4 or $5, your mama knew where your dad had been. I gotta go, y'all.
All right, man, appreciate you, man.
Okay, all right.
All right, yeah. You actually go to places for what they were actually there for. Like, oh, I'm getting my shoes shined. Oh, little bro. All right, we'll get somebody out here. Man, they in the back there. And he talked about I was at Parkman at Lucille Berrien Park now. It had another name. I guess they didn't know that we used to want to play basketball over there because the dice games, and you know what they played? 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Natural 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I didn't even know what real, like 2 dice, because when I was introduced to it, they was playing 4, 5, 6 at Lindbergh Park. And I had never seen $100 bill. I had never seen 100. And here's the other thing. Why you grown dudes up here gambling at a junior high school? What? Oh, come on, man. That's statutory.
Yeah, I mean, but you'd be surprised, man. Some of these cats, man, that's
statutory.
That's grown men that ride past these high schools in their vehicles and sit outside and wait for the school to let out.
I used to tell this joke, and I stopped telling the joke because it was just so creepy. I used to say that, my next wife is currently in the 8th grade.
Huh.
I stopped telling that joke. Yeah. Oh, she is? Yeah. Does she have a name? Yeah. Oh, okay. And how much interaction
have you had?
I used to love wrestling back in the day. There wasn't a wrestling match I wasn't going to miss wrestling. It really, even as an adult, now I understand. I'm not the market, and so where they're going with wrestling. But there was Hulk Hogan wrestled Ric Flair at the auditorium. So I want to say that that's the first time I put in parentheses they wrestle each other. And I think that was either Ric Flair was coming to the WWE. Yeah, I think he's coming to the WWE. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna go to the wrestling match. So there was a young lady I work with. I said her son, my buddy's son, and then my nephew Terrell. So I said, look, I'll buy the tickets if they want to go. They can go. So we go down. I am the worst chaperone. I said, here's how it works. When the match is over, meet me here. Yeah. I'm your ride home, right? Because I told the parents I buy the tickets. They buy their own souvenirs and food, right? So I don't know what they was doing. They could have been doing whatever. I don't know. They got back where they were supposed to. So a few years later, my buddy Bobby's his son Steve, they're out in California, and so called Bobby. We talk and everything. He said, "Hey man, Steve want to holler at you." Oh, okay, what's up? He said, "Keith, man, I want to thank you, man, for taking me to that wrestling match, man. I had so much fun." I said, "Steve, do me a favor. Do not get up at my funeral and say that I took you to a wrestling match."
Right. Don't say it at all.
Because people gonna go, stranger danger, stranger danger. Did he do anything inappropriate? Because it just seemed these are somebody else's kids that I'm taking to. Oh man, so I was a little sensitive, to that. Like, yeah, man, why you bringing these? Are these your boys? No. Well, all righty, let's do this. We're up on a break, right? When we get back, we'll be talking to the good folks there. Coming up, this great event coming up this weekend, the Harvest Fest Jazz Festival down in Kenosha. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
The 860 AM and 106.5 FM with your host, Keith Parris.
All right, welcome back. And if you've been hearing, we have been running advertisements for the Harbor Park Jazz Rhythm and Blues Festival. That's going to be held Saturday, August 16th, down at Celebration Place, right there on the lake down in Kenosha. And we have one of the performers, DJ Vic Lavender. What's happening, man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm trying to keep it moving. What about you?
It's hustling, man. Working hard every day and, just trying to stay on top of my game.
You're going to be there at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Now, were you on the ground floor of house music in Chicago?
No, I'm not of that generation. I'm like probably third generation. Those guys are a little older than I am, but I was definitely around. I was definitely present as it was being built. Absolutely.
I always, a real good DJ is really a producer, right?
That would be, in my opinion, correct.
So what is that skill that you bring? I mean, anybody can spin records, right? You get people up and they just got the little turntable. But when you're a DJ and you're doing mixing, that really is production, right?
And in a sense, yes. I think that most DJs who are producers, I think they have a deeper understanding of how to piece together a story, and that's really what DJing is about. Because listen, like you said before, basically anyone can play records, but like, can you tell a story as you're doing this? And so it goes from BPM to basically reading a crowd and knowing where to take them and knowing how to tell a story.
So, and then in that story, the end result is we want people to dance, to party, and to groove, right?
Yeah. That is easy, but not easy. Meaning that it all depends on the DJ, and it depends on the situation. It depends on the crowd. It depends on a lot of times how receptive they are. Yeah, I'll give you a prime example. Ron Hardy and Frankie Knuckles, you didn't tell them what to play. I think today is a little different. I think crowds, I think people leave their homes wanting to hear what they hear on the radio, and that's not true with all crowds.
Right.
But but I guess what I'm saying. But that can happen. So a DJ needs to know how to pivot.
And a lot of that is kind of looking at the crowd, right?
Yeah, it's it's seeing what they like and seeing what they kind of might be lukewarm to. So that's kind of the skill in itself.
How much impact did some of the DJs who, some of the certainly early guys in hip hop have on you and how you do what you do?
Hip hop had no influence on me.
None. Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
You have to understand that house music and hip hop are basically the same age.
Right.
They're basically the same age. And so hip hop DJing is different. Hip hop DJing is playing shorter versions of a record, is talking over a record. House music DJs don't do that. We let records breathe. Like we let records play, and we don't really talk over records. So I think in terms of that, as far as influences, I would say music had more influence over me than DJ. And house music isn't the only influence that I had.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically R&B. It was basically funk. It was like dance music in itself because basically disco is a sped up R&B.
Right.
That's basically what it is. So I think the music had more influence on me than any DJ.
Yeah, that's and I had never made, in my mind, that distinction between house and hip hop. I do know house is really a Midwestern Chicago thing. But that delineation, man, I think is real important for people to understand. So when you were a little guy, were you buying records then?
Yeah, I've been buying records all my life.
What would be, if you estimate what your catalog looked like? Where would it be?
Between 40 and 50,000 records.
Wow.
Easy.
Wow. You said, I'm sorry, go on.
And that's with me losing records because I didn't keep all my records when I was young.
You said you did. You did or you didn't?
I didn't. I because I didn't know I was going to be a DJ.
Okay.
I just bought records. I can remember buying records. Early purchases would be stuff like J. House Band. It would be Quincy Jones, like the Dude album.
Mm-hmm.
It was, all those purchases would be early, and so I just bought records because I loved music. I had no idea I was going to be a DJ until I was about maybe 15 or 16. That's when I really fell in love with the art of DJing.
My colleague, she always gets, she has this thing. She said, men, they buy album, they read everything in there. They could tell you who played what on the album. Was that your experience?
And she's exactly correct. That's so as I look back, and I tell people this all the time, I was reading liner notes when I first started buying records. That was just as interesting as the record itself. Like who produced the record, who played bass, who played drums, who arranged, who played keys. Yeah, so like she's correct.
All right, man. Let me do this. This is one of those always, because we always come up with lists. Always ask the question: the greatest album cover of all time in your mind, of all time, or a great album cover.
Michael Jackson Off the Wall.
Great album cover.
Yeah. When you look at the artwork on the album,
I think Michael Jackson Off the Wall album.
Man, pretty much anything Parliament Funkadelic did.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you mine. Honey, Ohio Players. That one. And maybe Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. I like that one too. But Honey was
Honey was, Honey was forbidden for me to look at when I was a kid.
That was part of the attraction, man. It was like, whoa. And I think this young lady just passed. The model. Oh. Yeah. But yeah, honey. But Dark Side of the Moon, I love too. I like that triangle, that black. That was a nice one. That was a nice one. Okay, man. Because like I said, man, when you buy it, it's the artwork. A lot of times, that will attract you.
But the artwork absolutely made me look at it. But if I didn't like the record, I wouldn't buy it. Listen, probably the album that had the most impact on me as a producer would be Quincy Jones, Like the Dude.
Yeah, but that one, yeah. I don't know how many Grammys that one won. Yeah.
That album, hey man, shaped me as somebody who started to listen to music as well. Because listen, I would listen to what instrument would come in, what instrument would come out. And that was my first introduction to actually calling myself piecing together music.
You know,
And with that,
no, I was going to say, and the thing was, back in the day, the record industry, when they sold albums, they put a lot of garbage in there, right? So, you know, and then when streaming came along, you could select. And someone asked the question, what album could you sit down and listen from beginning to end? You know, where there is, I think Songs in the Key of Life is probably one of those that you could probably, I don't know if there's any bad songs on that album.
well, I mean, there are, because I listen to a lot of different genres of music.
Okay.
Right? So there are probably one or two records in every genre that I listen to that I could probably listen to the whole album. Yeah, like John Coltrane, some kind of, you know, I could listen to a lot of different Coltrane albums
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
I could listen to a lot of Michael Jackson albums. Like
Off
that.
the Wall is one of those albums I think you could listen to. Yeah, every song on there is a good song, and a lot of great songs on there.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. And again, that was produced by who? That was produced by Quincy.
Quincy Jones.
You know, and Quincy Jones had a hell of a team.
Yeah.
You know, he worked with Rod Temperton, who for most listeners,
one of the greatest songwriters ever.
Man, come on,
Rod Temperton, he's up there. My pantheon. Ron Temperton, Linda Creed. She's another one of my favorite songwriters. Yeah.
You know what? I'm also a big fan of the Mizell brothers. Are you familiar with them?
No.
So, are you familiar with Donald Byrd?
Oh, okay. Okay.
They wrote a lot of, you know, like they wrote and produced a lot of his records. So, like the Mizell brothers are unsung heroes of like jazz funk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like when you hear like jazz funk albums and, you know, like they kind of pay homage to like the Mizell brothers. But listen, man, there's so much music and there's so much great music. And there are so many great producers, players in it that we could talk all day about it. So,
man, I appreciate you just having this conversation, man, because I do have people who listen. You know, certainly I know some DJs out there, and I know they're listening. But I appreciate you sharing the history with us and giving us a really kind of an in-depth look at what you do. Again, this is DJ Vic Lavender. He will be performing at 2:00 at the Harbor Park Jazz Rhythm and Blues Festival in Kenosha, Saturday, August 16th. Man, gates open at 12 p.m. Man, look forward to that.
I look forward to it as well.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Okay, brother. Appreciate you.
All right. Peace. All right. So let's do this. Right now, I have tickets. If you're caller number 8, I have tickets to the Harbor Park Jazz Rhythm and Blues Festival in Kenosha. Man, it is a great event. And especially if the weather cooperates and you can have it outside, it is just scenic. It's, oh my God, and they just have incredible talent. So 414-444-5250, 414-444-5250. If you want to win tickets, the phone line, I don't even have a song that I could, let me do this as I'm talking. 414-444-5250. We have tickets. Be caller number 8. We have tickets for the Harbor Park Jazz Rhythm and Blues Festival. I'm preparing a message. I'm preparing a message, and so I don't know if y'all familiar with Baby Boy, but yeah, that woman named that boy Jody. And so, Byron, you know, I go, man, I always want to look up and get some background. And man, oh man, I pulled up Johnny Taylor's Ain't No Sense in Going Home. Jody Got Your Girl a Gone. Oh man, oh dude, that one was, And when you actually read the lyrics, because a lot of times we ain't even listening to the lyrics. We going with the melody. We got the hook. Oh man, Jody was Jody. Jody was Jody. Oh, caller, welcome to the program. Turn your radio down.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hello. Yeah, I was calling about the ticket.
What about them?
I want the ticket.
Do you want to know we got them? No, man, you got it. You're a winner, man. So Jermaine is going to get your information, man, but you won 2 tickets to the Harbor Park Jazz Rhythm and Blues Festival. Let me get this next caller. So hang on. Don't go anywhere. Let them get your information, all right?
All right, thank you.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. You want to get this next one? I can. Da, da. Yeah, I can. All right, caller, welcome to the program. How can I help you this morning?
Yes, I'm calling about those tickets.
What about them?
I would like to have them.
You like to... Well, because you like to have them, you will get them. I appreciate that. Thank you. Why don't you do this? Hold on. He's going to get your information, and then you get your tickets because you want to have them. I like that. What a great response. Appreciate you. All right. All right. So again, and we'll be doing another giveaway. But so those folks, you're a winner. We'll let you know. We gonna give those tickets away. I got it because I want to have them. I like that. I like that. Don't even beat around the bush. You could have said you still got those tickets. No. I know you got the tickets. So
You got them.
appreciate. Are you a regular listener?
Yes, I am.
Oh well, thank you. Well, I hope you'll be able to get down. Again, it looks like the weather's going to cooperate. So we'll be outside. It's always a great event. I don't know if you've ever been before, and certainly,
I have not.
The talent that they have, and Mr. Kurt Whalen, the headliner, ain't no joke, right? So it's all good. All right. So hold on, Jay gonna get you. Ain't no sense in going home. Jody got your girl and gone. Oh man, you don't know nothing about that one, do you, Byron? About Jody? You remember the movie Baby Boy?
Yeah, I remember Baby Boy.
Yeah, his name was Jody. But you know who I really liked in Baby Boy? I thought stole the movie. Snoop as Rodney.
My favorite character on there, it gotta be Pete, his best friend.
Oh, I forgot about Pete.
He said, I wake up every day, act like I'm doing something constructive. Going by his friend's house playing Madden.
Yeah, man. Why? I wonder why his mama named him Jody. That was the thing that jumped out at me, only because I remember that old Johnny Taylor song, and I thought, that was Taraji P. Henry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She told the story about when she went in to audition for that role. She had just broke up with the father of her child. She said, so what you saw was real. She was dealing with some real life experiences when she came in, and she nailed it. She nailed it. Who played his mama? That wasn't Dawn Lewis. Who was his mama? Now we're gonna take a break. Wow. Well, we know Vin Rain because all I hear sisters talking about Vin Rain in the kitchen cooking naked.
Feel like this boy need to be taught a lesson.
I don't know how I react if somebody was in my mama's kitchen butt naked cooking. I might have a strong reaction to that.
You ain't my daddy?
You want some Kool-Aid?
Yeah. You're listening to Community Voice. No, I don't want no damn Kool-Aid. I want you out my mama's house.
Get up out this house.
Get out this house. You're listening to Community Voice. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. I want some Kool-Aid.
on WNOV 860 AM and 106.5 FM with your host, Keith Parris.
All right, welcome back. And again, we just talked to DJ Vic Lavender, and we have the executive director of the Mary Lou and Arthur F. Mahone Foundation, Mr. Tim Mahone. What's happening, man?
What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I know you tired, man, but it's almost over, right?
You know, you can never get tired of raising money for kids, right? It's a lot of energy involved, but it's coming strong. The weather's going to be good. We're going to have a good crowd, great music, great fun. So let's go. Let's get it in.
How old is the Mahone Foundation?
27 years.
27 years, and you all have been doing scholarships for those 27 years, correct?
About 25 once we got started. We just celebrated our 25th anniversary this past May and awarded over $500,000 in scholarships to our young kids in Kenosha.
Wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, you obviously you must be a music lover, right?
I am. I love all kinds of music, man. Growing up in our household, my parents raised 9 kids, and you had to have music to settle everybody down, right?
So music was used for crowd control. But
anywhere from gospel and blues, and it's a little bit of everything.
Did you have a particular genre you were attracted to?
I'm a blend of gospel and actually blues and jazz.
Okay.
Yeah, more old school jazz. I've evolved into some of this jazz fusion a little bit. My dad wouldn't appreciate that so much. He was old school jazz.
He was a purist, huh?
Yeah, he's a purist, man. All this stuff now, he's like,
No, it's my mom would let us listen to everything but the blues. Literally,
really?
We could listen to any gospel, classical, country, western, R&B. No blues. I don't know why my mama never, and that's probably now because when I talk to people about the blues, I'm not a big blues guy. Well, part of it was my mother wouldn't even let us listen to it.
That's probably why. You're not in tune to it at all, right?
No, I don't. I think my mother, like a lot of folks, always identified the blues with the world. And, just because when you hear what they're singing about in the blues, you kind of go like, oh, okay, that is kind of adult content in terms of what they do. So, the fact that your dad was a purist, a lot of the artists you brought in would probably fall into that jazz fusion genre, right?
As of late, for sure, because a lot of these cats have fallen off. Now, we started out with Ramsey Lewis, right? So that was that man. Ramsey Lewis was a bad dude.
No question.
Yeah, no question. So that was the baseline from there. And then you're right. As these jazz artists transition to this area, we picked them all up, and now 25 years later, we got them coming through Kenosha, and a good reputation and putting on a good event is helpful, right?
Right, and the fact that you do it there on the lakefront, which just gives it a sort of ambiance, and beauty, the backdrop of the lake, especially as you get towards the evening, and now you're looking at the lake, man. It is something. So tell us about this year's lineup.
Yeah, we're really proud of this lineup. Starting off, and I think you were talking to Vic Lavender earlier. We've had a lot of requests to do something different than jazz and blues and reggae. We've opened it up, and this year we're kicking it off with some house music and electronic soul, just to change the vibe up a little bit. Right? There's so many different interest generations that we're trying to bring into this movement. So we wanted to kick it off with some house music, and we got Vic coming in at 2:00. He's gonna knock that out for about 90 minutes, and he's really excited about that because he comes in from Chicago, from that kind of old school, new generation of house, which it's happening, and it's starting to develop up there in this region a little bit. It's big in Chicago, obviously, North Chicago, Northern Illinois. It's growing, so we're gonna tap into that a little bit, and then we're bringing this young brother in, Nicholas Alexander. Now, his father. What's cool about this? His father played here 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
He just recently passed. So Nicholas Alexander comes in, young brother, riveting, under the guise of Buddy Guy, and Albert King, were his mentors coming into the blues scene on top of his father. And so he plays a lot of Buddy Guys and Roses around Kingston. He's on the circuit, so he's going to come and introduce his love. And then you guys have had Cheryl Youngblood. This sister here she's a Coco Taylor, Etta James vibe.
I've heard her.
Oh man,
Yeah, she's good.
She's an entertainer. She loves the crowd. She gets people activated. She gets them moving. You know, you talk about the blues, and it desensitizes you also to kind of what's going on in the world. She brings it down and makes it happy, makes it fun. And so she's gonna warm up for our guy, man, Kurt Whalum. He's coming in strong, and I know you guys spoke to him.
Yeah, and I want to thank you for that opportunity. That was that's been one of my favorite conversations, and I guess because we both cancers. His birthday was the day before mine. So
wow.
And then the other piece of it, because I thought was interesting, you had Jonathan Butler last year. That's his guy. Yep. And you know, Jonathan Butler and him, they do secular, but they also do religious music too. And I said, that's 2 years in a row. But then it kind of makes sense because you said you like gospel. So that's
it. Well, and you know what? I wish I could say it's about me. We have a team of people. We got a lot of requests coming in. And so we try to evaluate what's working, what people are looking for, what the audience is interested in. And here we are, right? Like you say, 2 years in a row with a combination of some secular, some jazz, and gospel. And I think we're catching people in the variations of life. And that's different kinds of music, right? And different kinds of music brings everybody together as a time of enjoyment. And we think we have a good mission behind all that. So it all works. It all works.
So you also have some raffles?
Yeah, we're lucky this year, man. We have a silent auction and a raffle, which also, of course, raises money for the scholarship fund. And we have anywhere from an Uncle Nearest, bourbon package for a party up to 10.
Ooh.
Brewer pack. Yeah, that's nice. That's a private party, Uncle Nearest.
Uncle Nearest, man.
Uncle Nearest, man. Uncle Nearest. Couple of jazz packages out of Chicago that feature Richard Elliott, Peter White, Rick Braun packages, Gerald Albright packages with Capitol Grill restaurant stays. We have a Chicago Bulls overnight package at the London House in Chicago, 2 packages there, bunch of different kinds of raffles, brewer packages. We got the Fresh Coast. Thank you to Brother Carl Brown. We got a Fresh Coast package.
Okay.
Jazz package. So yeah, it's working. It's working. A lot of opportunity for people to give back to the cause. And enjoy good music.
Last year during the raffle, I kept going, Bulls. I mean, and then I said, "Oh, where am I? I'm in Kenosha."
That's it.
And that is the dividing line, because if I was in Racine, I know I'd have Packer Bucks, but I'm in Kenosha, right? It is Kenosha South, and it hit me because I'm going like, the Bulls, and then go like, dude, there's a lot of people from Illinois.
50-50.
Yeah. But no, man,
the Brewers are hot, so we got them on the auction package as well. Brewers package.
Okay.
Cubs.
People want them now, man. Brewers are winning.
The Brewers are winning. Go get that burger.
Oh man, we'd have people already showing up for the burger, right? That's why I love all black people all over the world, because it was just like they couldn't wait till the game was. I was listening in the car, right? And so, because we got so close, about a month ago, and so we didn't want to jinx it here at the station. You grew up in Racine, right?
I went to high school in Racine. Grew up in Kenosha.
Okay.
Born and raised in Kenosha.
How you go to high school in Racine being from Kenosha?
Very easy. We played basketball. My parents are very, academic driven, so we went to where we had to go to get a balance of sports and an academic solid background. So,
oh man, I'm gonna tell you,
St. Catherine's High School. Can I say that?
No, you can't, because I went to Dominican.
Oh my! So you did it. The old Metro Conference. So you did it.
We beat St. Catherine's to win our first state championship.
No, you didn't.
Marvin Jones. Who's my other guy? Oh my God, Marvin Pavlik. But no. Who's my guy? His brother played at UWM. Oh God, now I'm pulling the blank on his name. Yeah, but Marvin Jones. Yeah, we were 23-0 in Dominican. Caught him 1974 Milwaukee Arena. Yes,
and that's
Joe Foots.
Joe Foots, Thomas Moore, Joe Foots, right?
Yeah, and his brother was Gary Foots, right? Oh,
that's
Racine. Hey man, Racine had some ballers back in the day. I told somebody, man, if I would have knew about Racine, I wouldn't have mind growing up in Racine. They balled down in Racine. So you went to St. Kate's. Look at that.
Now wait, man. St. Catherine's, not St. Kate's. There y'all go. See?
Yeah, that playing in the pit. Playing in the pit.
The pit in the dungeon. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh, I didn't realize that, man.
That's 60 man. Yeah, man.
Oh, well, that makes sense. You know what was really interesting? I know we got, but back in the day, there were no black players at Kenosha St. Joe's. The first black player there, probably somebody, was Nick Van Exel, right?
Because no, that's not correct. No, my two older brothers were bad horses at St. Joe's.
Really?
Bruce and Malcolm. Bruce Mahone and Malcolm Mahone, man. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Because, man.
My brother Sean, Nick Van Exel, obviously went under the pros. I think he's still coaching the pros. Good brother Nick. Yes, sir.
Because that was really.
Brandon Morris.
An Italian school. That was an Italian school. And I'm coming from a school filled with Irish and Germans. There was, that was something, man. There was a sister I knew back in the day, Paula Mahone.
Paula Mahone?
Yes.
I don't know. Paula
yeah, she was from Racine. She was she did fashion design. Okay. I always wondered where you all. Okay, man.
We may have to go look at the tree. Check it out.
Yeah, man.
But you know what's nice about Racine, if I could say this real quick, as part of our 25th anniversary, we expanded our scholarship program in the Racine. We offered as part of that 500,000, 13 scholarships to the school district there and a couple private charter schools there. So we have become kind of a Southeast regional program that provides these opportunities for these young folks. So good stuff is happening down here. Good stuff is happening.
Well, man, I appreciate this, man. I appreciate the work. I fell in love with the first time I went down, I think 6 years ago, every chance. My wife wanted to know, are we going? Of course, if we're here, we're going to go. Not, first of all, it's just for a good cause, but it's also a good time. And, man, so appreciate that and appreciate you.
Appreciate being on the show. Always appreciate our partnership with you guys, giving a chance to support and telling a strong message about my parents, which is really important, and creating these legacies for Black families and Black kids. In Milwaukee, I got to give love to Milwaukee because y'all always show up for the Mahone event, for Jazz Fest, and I couldn't give you more love, and look forward to seeing everybody Saturday.
All right. Racine St. Catherine's own. He's an angel.
Always an angel. Before St. Catherine's. How about that?
So hopefully I get a chance to meet you in person. I've seen you come in, get a chance to talk to you, and now I know we kind of got this connection. I'm definitely going to seek you out now.
It's some basketball stories, man.
There you go, man. Appreciate you, Mr. Tim Mahone of the Harbor Park Jazz and Rhythm and Blues Festival this Saturday, August 16th. The gates open at 12 p.m. They can go to your website for tickets, correct?
They can go to the website for tickets. I must say, however, the VIP area is sold out. So we are creating a waiting list, but there's a lot of opportunity in German Mission. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I love the VIP section.
Yeah, man, it's nice. And you got to come to the cooking studio.
I saw. I just got the advertising on that. Yeah, so yeah, okay. Sounds good, man. My wife would love that. She's a scratch cook. She'd love that.
So she's coming. Filet Oscar.
Yep. Okay. Tim, man, thank you, man. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. God bless.
All right. Okay. All right. So if you call in number 8, we have sets of tickets for the Harbor Park Jazz Rhythm and Blues Festival. That's how he got to school in Racine. Oh, he went to St. Catherine's. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program. How can I help you?
Mr. Parris, I'm on hold for some time, and I just wanted to contribute a comment. I don't want to participate in the contest.
Okay, because you tying up the line. People trying to get through. They want these tickets, man.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay.
Yikes.
Thank you for that, man. That was self-check. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning. Hello. They're gone. 414-444-5250, man. We got tickets for the Harbor Park Jazz Rhythm and Blues Festival, headlined by Mr. Kurt Whalum, Grammy Award-winning Kurt Whalum, probably one of the great saxophone solos of all time. So great. And like I said, you down on the lake. It's just incredible. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I have some tickets?
No, you may not.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling that way. Why you want the tickets?
Yes, I want to party.
You want to party? All right. That's a good reason. Yes, you can have tickets. Hold on. Jermaine is going to get your information. All right.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Hey, you too. Caller, welcome.
Right.
I'm going to get the caller. Welcome to the program. How can I help you this morning? Good morning. Hello. Hello, caller. No, take us off speaker. I can't hear you. You're breaking up. Good morning.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you on speaker? Because take us off speaker. We can't hear you. No, I want to be able to hear you.
I'm not on speaker, but I'm at work.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So why are you calling for the tickets?
I am.
You are, but you're at work, and so you can't really say it out loud, right?
Yes. Right.
Okay, and you can't tell us where you work, so.
Oh no.
I mean, that kiss cam moment, like you on the phone.
I've been listening all morning. I've been waiting for my chance.
Oh man, that talk about an inside voice. That really is an inside voice. All right, yes, you won 2 tickets for the Harbor Park Jazz and Rhythm and Blues session. Got me doing now. Festival down in Kenosha. Have you ever been before?
I have not.
I think you'll really enjoy it. It's just incredible. And like I said, you're right there on the lake. Oh my God, it is gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. All right, so hold on. Jermaine is going to get you information. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye. Oh Lord. Oh man. Oh, so he went to St. Catherine's. Oh man. Hey Byron, when back in the day, I forgot when, but like down in Racine, they had some real good ball players. There's some real good ball players. But it also shows how much his family valued education, that he literally go from Kenosha to Racine to go to high school. Yeah, he called it the dungeon, man. It was like, I don't know if you remember, like, I think King is kind of in a pit. King is in a pit. Juno. I think Pulaski, too, where the stands are up and then you have, like, down in the gym. Yeah, and that's how St. Catherine's were. Yeah. The best gym, probably the best floor back when I was still playing, in high school was it's closed now, St. John's downtown. But then Marquette High School had probably the best floor. I'm just talking about how you run up and down the floor and how you could feel. The year we went to state, just running on that Mecca floor, it felt like it had springs in it. I had never experienced anything like that. I mean, I was used to the playground and the gym. So.
Riverside little gym, that's pretty good. Maybe I'm a little biased.
Well, they got the field house now, though, right?
Yeah.
But they practiced in the old gym, right?
Sometimes, yeah. Mostly probably like JV and the freshmen. They practice in the dungeon.
So, you play JV freshman?
No, I play football.
Oh, you play football? Because even then back, well, what kind of uniform did you get when you were on like freshman on JV? Y'all get like the
white and black.
So did you get the old varsity uniforms?
Yeah. We did the throwback. We thought we was doing something in them too.
You ever look, man, back in the day, you look at those Fresh Soft pictures, and they have all kind of collection of different uniforms, man, because you got the leftovers, from varsity.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, all I just wanted to do is get a regular uniform like the first 8.
tell Miss Donna Riley I couldn't hear her for a phone number, so she could call back.
Okay.
Leave her number. She got
That wasn't the one that was at work.
Yeah, that's one that was at work. Yeah, I couldn't hear her.
All right, let me do it up a little loud so that she can hear me. Sister that was at work, I'm not gonna call your name. We need your information. So can you call back quietly? We missed some of your information. We definitely want to put these tickets in your hand. So if you're the sister that called and you were at work, please call 414-444-5250 so we can get information to make sure that you get your tickets.
We want you to have your
Because we want you to have your tickets. And just talking about the great entertainers that they've played that spot. Oh my God, Mr. Jermaine Rideout.
Yeah.
Last year in the gym.
Man, Liz, it was hot as fire out there.
It was hot,
too.
man. It was hot, dude.
So that was that same day, man, that it rained real bad and it
then
cleared
it stopped.
up.
But they had already moved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think she might
got
be.
her information.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it now.
How you get it? How she?
Well, see what I did.
See, boy, you always in trouble.
I'm trying to make this thing work.
Yeah, you obviously. Oh, we good. We got it. I got it.
I'm trying to make this thing
Man,
work.
I didn't see you pick up a phone. Oh, I got it.
I had to work my magic, man.
Let me thank Mr. DJ Vic Lavender. Let me thank Mr. Tim Mahone. Byron, thank you. Jermaine, thank you.
Man, I had to take one for the team, man.
Oh, man, you took one for the team. Good Lord willing, Creek don't rise. Hope to talk to everybody tomorrow. And as always, go